Welcome to another edition of Tailgate Talk. Coming to you today from Canada, from a historic region here. We'll mention where we are here in a little bit, but a couple of guys I've known for a number of years, Ryan Fazekas and Steve Zazulik, collectively known as Dive Detecting. Maybe for starters, how long you guys been detecting, and why'd you get into this crazy sport?
Yeah, personally, I've been detecting for about 30 years. I started out young and mostly did, parks and fields and stuff like that. And then as I got into it a little bit more, started doing the water stuff and got hooked on, that. So then obviously got certified in diving just to get out deeper and to get some of those better targets. And that's where I've been.
Yeah, and I probably started about 15, maybe a little longer, years ago on land. And I used to really like going on land. Like I loved it. In places just like we're at today, because we're in a great area of Canada for a lot of wars and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of stuff in the ground, and you really get addicted to it pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're just across from New York, basically, not too far from Niagara Falls. So you got War of 1812 history. You guys have found some really rare early American buttons and coins, Spanish, British stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Going back, Rev War stuff. Everybody was here at some point. A lot of people traveled through, and then, like you said, the close vicinity to New York and that. There's over the years, so many people have traveled through here and lost stuff, so it's a great spot.
Yeah, I mean, but these guys are primarily known, at least more recently, for their diving work, and they've done some spectacular recoveries. Steve's been seen on Oak Island. You guys have, done books and articles and all kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about the diving and what attracts you to that, and what you're finding underwater that's so cool.
I think the best way to describe it, Steve, is when we went from land into the water, it's like the difference between black and white and color TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what it's like. Like you're on land, and yeah, we find hot plates, we find all kinds of stuff, which is phenomenal. But when you get into the water, it completely changes. That's when everything goes up. When the gold count goes up, the jewelry count goes up. And also, there's another thing that we do, we ring find.
Yeah.
So we also will be hired or acquired by people globally to go and find jewelry or anything that's really has been handed down to people and they've lost it.
Something significant they really want found, and you guys will go do the recovery for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing to mention about the water finds is like the condition. The condition of the water finds are far superior than things that are found in the field in most cases.
I've barely touched the surface with these guys, but a few dives we've done in the past where there's an old pier where Americans would come over to Canada. We find Indian head pennies, buffalo nickels, coins that are 100 years old, and they're almost perfect, pristine on both sides just because they're so well preserved by the water, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're fresh water here, so that helps as well. But yeah, it's just beautiful stuff comes out.
So upcoming, dive detecting, you've been doing this for a while, but you guys are kind of launching a new platform, new social media stuff. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we're excited. We're going to be launching a new company to speak between Steve and I, just putting everything together that we've done over the years and just sharing what we do, what we're doing all the time and traveling and doing recoveries and checking new areas. It's going to be really exciting to share that with all the viewers.
And you've used a lot of brands over the years, and I know recently you guys have been trying out the Vortex, and already you'll see it coming up on Dive Detecting. They've found a couple of really killer stories, some recoveries they've made. Not to give it away, but you've done pretty well so far in a short time with that machine, right?
Well, it's been, this summer's been incredible. So we've had the Vortex, and we've been getting called out for ring finds almost daily, maybe a couple times a day. And some of the things that are going to be coming out on our channel, we video everything, above ground, in the water, on boats and everything like that. And for us, it's like, there's so much stuff that we do, and it's so, like if I was a viewer, I'd just sit and watch it. And we just say to ourselves, you know what? There's just too much stuff to enjoy, and like just phenomenal things that are happening, not to share it with everybody.
Right.
So that's what we really want to do. We want to launch this channel for everybody. There's lots of channels out there, but we think ours is really kind of a bit different from everybody else's. We've been doing it for so long, and we've got so much video that we've done, and we really think it's time to share with people.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff to check out on that. Ryan, anything you want to say in summary for people thinking about getting into water hunting? It's a little different than land, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's one of those things that you don't have to get in. You know, some people are nervous of the water. They're maybe not certified for diving, but you don't need to go in full. You know, you can start with just shallow water, walking in shallow water, or a lot of times Steve and I will do snorkeling and
Just
shallow
right off
water
the
hunting.
beach out there,
Right
find the
off the
jewelry.
beach, you know, do something, you know, you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. Make sure that you're comfortable in the water. But yeah, there's so much great stuff to be found, whether you're at local beaches or if you're away on vacation. It's nice to bring a detector with you and, you know, get in the water for a little bit just to, you know, try your luck at finding something on your vacation even.
Absolutely. Anything you want to say in summary, Steve? Or?
I think he really summed it up. Like
Yeah.
I say, you know, I think we're, you know, about as excited as you can be about the launch of this channel. We're excited to you know, be using the Garrett product along with it, and yeah, it's going to create some pretty interesting moments that people will really enjoy.
Well, no doubt. Well, thanks, Steve. Good seeing you again
Yeah,
as
nice to
always.
see you.
Ryan,
Thanks
it's been
for
a
coming to see us.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Another little quick tailgate talk. Dive detecting. Check them out. We'll put some links on this. Until then, we'll see you next time.